Hi everybody, once again it's Bonkai922. I just took a look at the comments. Interesting comments by Kosayan. Interesting. Saying about Hero. And he's got to improve the fights. There's no question. There's no question. Interesting comment he made on the other comment discussion I did on Lucy. What if a portal opens up from the celestial world and the celestial king comes down and feels that the humans are attacking him and he destroys the castle and Lucy sings? And interesting theory. Interesting theory to say. Interesting theory. Okay. Fairy Tale episode 126 review. We are in the land of filler. I think everybody had an idea. If you're taking a look at the new opening and closing of Fairy Tale, you knew this was coming. Kind of an interesting episode this was. Episode 126. We get a cameo. Okay, if anybody knows the show that Hero did before Fairy Tale, you know what I'm talking about. A little show called Rave Master. Well, we already know about Plu, and how Lucy, has Plu as a celestial spirit, so on and so forth. Plu is something from Rave Master. In this episode, we get another cameo of 3 other characters. Does anybody remember the Big Butt Gang? Jiggly Butt Gang? They're back. They were in this episode. It was crazy as shit. Okay, basically, in this episode, what happens is Natsu, Lucy, and Wendy accept this job to deliver this gold to this guy out west. And pretty much what's been happening is they've been on the train for they transported by train. Of course, Natsu's like throwing up like crazy, and it's like a 6-hour train ride to this guy, and they've been on the train for 4 hours, and there hasn't been any incidences or anything until we get the introduction of the Jiggly Butt Gang. Oh my god. Anyone who's seen Rave Master knows who these guys are. It's like nostalgia 101. It's like all of a sudden, boom, I'm going back to the days of when Rave Master was on TV, Oh, great. That was great. So basically what happens is the Jiggly Butt Gang makes its way to the freight where the gold is. And, I forgot the guy's name. The leader basically tells Lackey A and Lackey B to observe the freight while he's talking to Natsu. And Natsu's chucking and shit. And what ends up happening is they find out, obviously, that they're wizards. He's like, you're shocked that they're wizards and so on and so forth. And what happens is they take Natsu in there. And during this episode, for some reason, the spell that Wendy uses all the time on Natsu to heal him, to prevent him from being sick on the train, it's not working. So he's really sick. And then basically, these Jiggly Butt Gang guys, they have Natsu. They put him over there to see if they can help him. He's ill and he's like unconscious. So But that's when the Jiggly Bunny acts, and they open the doors to the train, and they're like there saying, "Oh, we're gonna steal the gold." Yeah. And then what happens is he grabs Wendy, the guy, the leader, and he's like, "You have two choices. One, you can stay on the train and watch me hold this hostage, or two, jump out of the train." And what happens is this was a freaking ridiculous episode. Totally ridiculous. They do this move called I don't forgot the move, Sting Ecstasy or something, and they just huge fart to Lucy when Lucy, Charlotte, and Happy. They get thrown out the fucking train, and I'm like, oh my god, it was so ridiculous. And then they fell, and because of the stench, the Happy and Charlotte couldn't keep them up, Lucy up, and they fell in the water. So meanwhile, they decide to also use the same move to destroy the train, the connecting thing connecting the trains. They're connecting the carts, the freights. So they destroy it, and the train goes away. And that's when Wendy realizes now she's the only one who can just stop these guys. So she starts questioning them and saying, do you even have an idea how to transport the gold or anything? And he's like, that gold leader's like, his mouth drops down. He's like, oh, I don't know. So he's like, don't worry, I'll transport it myself. And they blast, because they blast the away from the cars of the train. So he picks it up, his back breaks, his foot breaks, and Wendy helps him. And then what ends up happening is Wendy decides, oh, let me say I'm on their side. So what ends up happening is Wendy is able to get the train, the freight train, the freight cart back all the way to the other side. And by that time, Lucy and Happy and Charlotte notice this, and they get Lucy to get in the air and stuff. And what happens is they are so impressed by Wendy doing that they say, oh, you have to become one of us now. So they make Wendy put on this skin-tight leotard thing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So she's like joined the Jiggly Butt Gang now. It was so ridiculous. And then Lucy shows up. Oh my god, this was so fucking funny. I'm sorry. It was so funny because Lucy's so pissed off. She's like, evil aura on her and on Charlotte. And Charlotte says, depending on your answer, I'll bite your windpipe. I'm sorry I'm laughing about this, but it was just so ridiculous. And then what happens is, and they called her goddess. They're treating Wendy like she's a, whatever. But then Happy comes, and Happy comes there. He goes, when Happy and Happy goes down in the freight to tell Natsu what's going on. And Wendy finds a way to tell them to change their ways, to stop this and turn over a new leaf. Of course, Happy told Natsu, and Natsu's feeling better, and he gets up and just fire dragon the Iron Fist and punches them all the way to the sky. It was just, oh my god. And that's pretty much what happened this episode. Remember, we're in the land of filler. However, I would like to know how long the filler's gonna last. I don't know. It looks to me like this is going to be an arc. This is definitely, there's no question about it. Watching the opening, watching the closing, it's all there. It's right in your face, point blank range. And what happens is, later in the episode, they get to the station, and the reward they were supposed to get for bringing the gold there is now half, because they got there too late. Oh god, it was so upset. It was so ridiculous. But anyway, And that's pretty much what happened in this episode. It was filler, you know. I just want to say another thing. I love the closing song. Closing of Fairy Tale. This new closing, it's great. The song is great. The way it looks, it's just fantastic. They did a fantastic job with it. The next episode is going to be called The Terror of the Invisible Lucy. I think I know what happens is Lucy takes this potion that makes her invisible. Oh my god, I can only imagine. This is ridiculous. But that's what happens. She takes this potion supposedly that makes her invisible. So, yeah, you know, it's land of filler. You know, this was going to come. I knew this was going to hit eventually. Because, I mean, where the manga is right now and so on and so forth. But, yeah. This was an okay episode. It was nostalgic. The Jiggly book game. Anybody who's seen Rave Master knows them. Yeah, it's interesting. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was alright. I mean, it was funny. Yeah. Listen, the whole thing about the fights that Hero is doing right now, I think, you know what I think it is? I think he's doing too much on the whole Eclipse plan, and he's not really focusing on making these fights really good. That's what I think the problem is. And that's why it sucks. He's fucking us, and it's stupid, and it's wrong. He needs to get back to what made it so good, you know? But hopefully he'll come over soon, turn over a new leaf on this situation, and get things righted. We'll see. But should be interesting down the road with the anime. I mean, filler is... Oh, this is something new. You've seen Fairy Tail, you know, they don't really jump into a filler arc. It's not really... They haven't done that. Bleach? Yeah, they do that all the time. One Piece, they got filler. Naruto's got filler up the wazoo. But Fairy Tail's very small with filler. This is the first time they're going to come out with a filler arc. And it's a good one. It's going to contain all the people who are in Etelos. They're opposites. It's going to be interesting. And it's going to have to do with some kind of a key. So, yeah. But anyway, this has been Bonkai922. See you guys later. Oh, by the way, I just finished... Yeah, I should show you this, guys. Yeah, I'll show it to you guys. I just finished Okama-san. Good show. Good show. Go watch it. Go see it. Go buy it. It's interesting. Pretty interesting show. But the only problem is you get the narrator. She's talking, which is kind of weird. But anyway, go watch it. Okay, so this has been Bonkai922. See you guys later, and Fairy Tail fillers. Jiggly Butt Gang. See you guys later.